a world language teacher, on the first day of school, I want my students to understand that culture is as important as language. So I do something that some of the teachers in the audience have been subjected to. I buy diversity jelly beans. So the flavor of the jelly bean does not match the color of the jelly bean. And we start talking about stereotypes, and they work in groups and go through this experiment of tasting the jelly bean, and you thought the red one was gonna taste like cherry. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And through that discussion, we open up the idea that the deaf community is not a disabled group, which 99% of my students will think of as they come in. You know, how many people think it's a disabled group? Almost everybody, unless they have a sibling that took my class prior. They know that I'm gonna say. But, and I tell them that through the course of the year, and really by December, they'll be able to explain why the deaf community is a culture. And then by inviting deaf community members into the classroom, or having those events outside of the classroom, students really start to understand that although many of us think in the majority culture, that the minority culture wants to be like us and do everything they can to be like the majority culture, that's not true. That minority culture, specifically of the deaf community, is very proud to be deaf. They're proud of their language, they're proud of their history, they're proud of their connectivity. And through that, students start to understand, well, maybe I'm not so different, because our high schoolers are trying to figure out who they are and how they fit into the world. And if they can expand their understanding and perspective about the deaf community, then they can do that for each other and see that we're really more alike than we think.